You finally got that brand deal or that content gig, and now you are asking yourself, how much do you charge without cutting yourself short, undervaluing yourself, and cheating yourself out of a very good brand deal? Well, if that is you, watch this video because we are going to be breaking down how to calculate your rate as a creator, how to negotiate confidently, and also charging your worth even as a beginner creator. Hi guys, you're welcome and you're welcome back to my channel and you're welcome to the social media series by Heyyy. Over here we like to talk about all things social media. So like the title and the intro just said, today we are going to be breaking down how to calculate your pricing as a beginner creator or as a creator in general. I've noticed that one of the things that we struggle with, myself inclusive, is finding out how much should I charge a brand. A brand reach out to me and I'm like, what should I say? What should I say? I'm on a call and I'm like, how much should I charge? How much should I charge? But I'm going to be discussing all of that in this video. So in figuring out your pricing, the very first thing you need to do is find out how much your value is worth, how much your services is worth in the market. So therefore you have to carry out market research. And I know the creator space is a kind of space that it's very quiet. A lot of things are done in hushed tones. Every creator is keeping their rates to themselves and the whole scene is just quiet. So you have to do your deep research. You have to find out what other people are charging, what is the average rates for the service you want to give out, for your expertise also. So to do your research, you can ask people. If you have other people doing the same thing as what you are doing, make sure to ask them. Don't be shy to ask about rates. Don't be shy to ask, oh, what do you charge about this? Don't be shy. If you are shy, there are other options. You can create a burner account or you can go through people. You can either use a burner account, reach out to a creator. Oh, I want to work with you. I want to know your price. You're not trying to cause any harm, but it's just that some people might not tell you if you go straight on and if you don't know them. Or you can ask them directly. Just reach out to people, do your market research. You can also use ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, what is the average rate for in so country, even if that may not be very accurate, but it's to give you an idea, to find out what the market price is first. So now that you have found out the market price, that is the market price. Now it's time for your own price. Time for you to calculate, okay, this person charges so amount when they do this service. How much do I want to charge mine? So you have that as kind of like a benchmark. So let me use myself as an example. I'm a content creator and one of the services I offer is brand content creation. So if a brand reaches out to me that they want to create content for their brand and I will be the one to create content, in that case, what would I need to do that service, right? One, am I going to your location? If I'm going there, I'm going to think of logistics. Two, am I required to create? If I'm creating with my phone, I have to cost in a certain percent of my phone's amount into that cost. Three, time. I have to also calculate my time. Four, am I paying for any tools that I'm using during the whole process? So am I paying for Capcut? I'm paying for data? Just list out the different things that you'll be using to render that service. Now that you have listed those things out, so there are things like recurring expenses. So those recurring expenses, you can have a certain percent that you would allocate for each of them anytime you want to render a service. Let me break it down. Like I said, for my phone, 5% of my phone's total cost will go into anybody that books me as a content creator. For data, how many percent of data goes into everybody's amount? So have that criteria. It may be different for you if you are maybe a social media manager or an ads manager or a UGC creator or an event creator. It may be different for you. You may have to calculate for your time and all of that, but try to do that on your own. Also comparing it with the number you got from your market research. So when you compare and see, am I up to the expertise of this person? Am I up to the number of following? If you are charging for influencing, do I have up to this certain amount of following? Do your calculations and compare with the sample that you get from your market research. Now, number three, which is something I feel like a lot of creators don't like to do, which is to negotiate. I'm also part of this category. I did not used to like to negotiate or to even talk about money. I always shy away from money conversations, but let me tell you, if you shy away from money, money will shy away from you. I know that's like all these motivational talks, but it's the truth. You have to be ready to talk about money. You want money. How are you not ready to talk about it? You have to be ready. Ask questions like, what am I getting for this? Why am I not getting this? Be ready to negotiate for more. I mean, a brand would always try to sell you lower or would always give you their budget. But if you feel like, no, I'm going to offer you more value than what you are bringing to me, then you set it out on the table, negotiate. And in negotiating, it starts with you setting your rates properly. So when you send out your rates, make sure you tell them, oh, this is what I'm doing this for. So break it down for them. If you are doing content creation, break it down for video editing, for shooting, for logistics, for every single thing. Break it down, the reason why you are charging them that particular rate, so that when you want to negotiate, you know how to negotiate with them. And like I said, don't be afraid to negotiate. Something I like to do, which helps me in my own process, is when a brand reaches out to me that, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I list everything, so that you will even feel like, this guy are doing so many things. I would list under the list with the editing I'm doing, captioning, transition, I'm going to list everything out for you, because that's actually work. Like, I'm actually going to do a good amount of work for all of those things. So list them out, and I'll send it like as a document to the brands to see, so that they can see. I will put my rate there. I would also include that this is negotiable, because I feel like there's always room for negotiation. Be confident, be open enough to negotiate. Don't be scared to negotiate. Initiate negotiation. Don't wait for them to say, oh, this is the amount we want to pay you. No. Ask them, oh, please, what is the budget for this? If a brand reaches out to you and say, oh, we want to pay you, we just want to give you the product, ask them, is it possible for you to have some form of compensation? Especially as a beginner creator, I know that confidence is not there, but that confidence comes by asking, by pushing yourself. Ask them, oh, can I get some sort of compensation for this? You can even do packages like, okay, if you intended for me to just post on Instagram, how about I post on my Instagram, TikTok, and on my stories, and you pay me a certain amount? Just negotiate, guys. Negotiate. Talk about money. Say what is in your mind. I know you have a lot to say. Say it. My last point is to always have a rate card. I mean, I know rates change depending on, the clients you are working with, what job you are supposed to be doing. But have a base rate card. Have a base number that you like to work with for your different services, right? So have a rate card. I have a rate card template that will be in the description box. If you like to use it, just click on it, download, and edit it to suit your own self. Your rate card should have your name, your services, your contact information, your rate, your different packages, add-ons. Now, this is something I want to really talk about for creatives, for content creators, and for influencers. You need to make sure to check for all the necessary things that are required in, working with you. I am saying this because I don't want to give any particular thing, because this video is for a range of people, right? So I want you to utilize ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, I'm creating a rate card for so. What are the required add-ons that I need to put? I know for content creators, there's such a thing as usage rights. You need to be clear on how long the client has to use your content. Also, there's such a thing as sponsored ads, right? So you need to know, for your sponsored ads, are you allowing them to use your content to run sponsored ads for free, or is there a certain amount that comes with that? So these are things that you need to find out. And my final tip is, don't be scared to evolve. Don't be scared to increase your price. One thing I know is that your price may differ for different brands. Learning how to charge your worth comes from a place of boldness, comes from a place of, audacity. So you have to get that audacity and be like, no, this is what I'm bringing to the table, and please, this is what you should pay me. There's something I also want to talk about, which I feel like is very important. I don't know if it's relating to this topic, but it's kind of relating. I know a lot of people are against, doing content for free, doing work for free, but I think you should learn to be smart about it. Don't listen to what everybody on social media is saying. You don't know what they are doing behind that phone or behind that camera. They can be doing a lot of free work. But when I say be smart about it, if you know you are getting a certain level of exposure from it, that in its form is already a form of payment. You may not see it like that, but I want you to always think about it from your own lens. What am I going to get from this? There are some collaborations I have done, and I know that I needed that product. I would have paid for this product. Fine, I would have gotten the product for free, and I would have also gotten paid for doing the content. But I mean, that's 1 instead of 2. That's 1 instead of 0. Do you get? Weigh your options. Like, just be smart. Don't listen to everything everybody say. Charge your worth, add tax to it, but also be smart. I hope this video has helped somebody. I really hope you learn to charge your worth as a creator. You learn not to be shy about anything that comes to money, and we get that back this 2025. If you are a content creator, I believe that AI is one of the tools that is changing the game for us. So watch this video here to see some of the best tools that you can get into right now. I'll see you guys in my next one.